Hello everyone, this is American Priest, and in this video I'm going to talk about a very special book called Opening the Dragon Gate, The Making of a Modern Day Taoist Wizard by Thomas Cleary. Actually, it's translated by Thomas Cleary, a renowned translator of East Asian languages. He's translated a lot of Taoist text and Zen texts and religious and mystical writings from Asian religious traditions that are not ordinarily available in the English-speaking world. And this particular book has been written by students of a modern-day Taoist wizard, Wang Leping. And Wang Leping is still alive, actually, and I believe it was his students that wrote this book about his own upbringing and his own path. So Wang Leping is the central protagonist of the story, and it is a true story, and I think it begins in mid-20th century in China, and Wang Leping, as a teenager, has been selected by three old Taoist wizards that seem to roam around in the Himalayas and the mountain ranges of China, going from village to village, healing people and working miracles. And again, this is all a true story. And anyway, they choose Wang Leping by some method of alchemy and astrology and destiny. And speaking of which, one of the gems of the book is the rich content it gives as far as the Chinese systems of medicine and astrology and systems of analogy and Taoist lore, as far as the body being a microcosm of the planet. But anyway, the story follows Wang Leping as a teenager being taken under the wing of three old Taoist wizards and being trained. And the best part of this story is that the book goes into great detail about all the exercises he does, all the meditation exercises, all the physical exercises, all the training he receives. You kind of get a first up-close glance of his journey, his apprenticeship. I guess it begins as an apprenticeship, and he works his way up the levels. And you get a first-hand glance of everything he goes through in that process. The book seems to kind of cut it a little short towards the end when he gets into the higher stages, but at that point you've really gotten your fill of a whole lot of good stuff. And Wang Leping is being trained by these Taoist wizards that it gets your attention real quick, because before he starts his training they play hide and seek in the cemetery, and the three old guys are going to be hiding, and Wang Leping has to seek them out. And I guess I can't remember exactly, but maybe he closes his eyes like on a tombstone or something and counts to 10, and then he turns around and he can't find the Taoist wizards anywhere, and in fact they've disappeared. So they've learned how to make themselves invisible. The gift, the miracle, the capacity, really, because it's a capacity that they developed and that they teach him to develop, of how to make yourself invisible. And that's just one of the many things that's interesting that they do. And it also mentions at certain times an elixir that Wang Leping does take to cleanse himself. And I will try not to give anything away, although this isn't like a thriller spy novel, so there's no real hook or something that I'm gonna there's no spoiler alert to be had. It's just the story of his training and a whole lot of Taoist wisdom and practice. And I highly recommend this book. It's probably in my top 5 of mystical literature that I would recommend, just because it's so real and you get to see someone doing it. It's not kind of a self-help book where someone's just talking to you, kind of telling you how it is or suggesting things. And it's actually a story. So you see it from the inside. But Wang Leping goes through all sorts of exercises with these guys and progresses on the path. And it's absolutely fascinating. Again, it's Opening the Dragon Gate, the making of a modern-day Taoist wizard. And I'm going to put a link right below this video. You can get it on Amazon. In fact, I haven't been able to find it anywhere but Amazon. I haven't been able to find it in just a bookstore in town, even in big cities. So hopefully, it's one of those books that probably wouldn't reach that level of popularity, maybe in California, but I'm not in California. But I highly recommend this book, and it's mentioned, the elixir of life, levitation, acupuncture, healing methods, going into interior meditations where you basically examine your inner bodily organs and repair them, doing surgery on yourself. It's fascinating, the levels that these people have achieved and are able to describe so well in a book. So again, this American Priest. My website's AmericanPriest.com. I'll just go ahead and cut this one short because I want you to read the book yourself. And God bless everyone.